Shocking assassinations and close calls, the presidents who cheated death. Power, prestige, and a price paid in blood. The Oval Office isn't just a symbol of American leadership, it's been a target. Today, we're unveiling the shocking stories of US presidents who stared down the barrel of a gun. You think you know the tales of Lincoln and JFK, but trust me, there are layers to these tragedies you've never heard. We're going beyond the history books, revealing the secrets and conspiracies that still haunt the halls of power. We're also exposing the presidents whose brushes with death were covered up, swept under the rug to protect the image of the highest office in the land. These aren't just stories from the past, they're warnings about the dangers that still exist. Were these attacks random acts of violence? Or were there deeper motives, hidden agendas lurking in the shadows? By the end of this video, you'll question everything you thought you knew about the presidency. Lincoln's last day. April 14, 1865. Washington, D.C. is still reveling in the Union's hard-won victory in the Civil War. President Abraham Lincoln, the man who led the nation through its darkest hour, decides to enjoy a night at the theater. Ford's Theater is packed. The atmosphere is electric. Laughter fills the air. But lurking in the shadows, a plot is brewing. John Wilkes Booth, a well-known actor and Confederate sympathizer, is consumed by rage. He blames Lincoln for the South's defeat and dreams of igniting a new rebellion. As the play reaches a comedic climax, Booth sees his chance. He raises a small Derringer pistol, takes aim. The shot echoes through the theater. Lincoln slumps forward, mortally wounded. Panic erupts as Booth leaps onto the stage, shouting, "Sic semper tyrannis! Thus always to tyrants!" before disappearing into the night. Lincoln's assassination plunges the nation into mourning. But the story doesn't end there. Booth embarks on a desperate escape, aided by a network of conspirators. The nation is gripped by a frantic manhunt. But why did Booth target Lincoln? What was his grand plan? And did he act alone? The president no one could save. 1881, just 4 months into his presidency, James Ed Garfield is shot at a Washington, D.C. train station. The assassin, Charles Guteo, is a disgruntled office seeker who believed God had commanded him to kill the president. But Garfield's fate is not sealed by the bullet. In fact, he lingers for 80 agonizing days. His agony is not caused by the wound itself, but by the primitive medical practices of the time. Doctors, unaware of the importance of sanitation, repeatedly probe the wound with unwashed hands and instruments. Infection sets in. What if Garfield had been treated with modern medicine? Antibiotics, sterile techniques, could these have saved his life? Prepare to be astonished by the answer. This is a medical mystery with shocking implications that will change the way you view history. Death at the World's Fair. 1901, America is on the cusp of a new century, filled with optimism and a belief in progress. The Pan American Exposition, a World's Fair held in Buffalo, New York, showcases the nation's achievements. Electric lights illuminate the night, cutting-edge inventions are on display, and thousands flock to celebrate this new era. But beneath the surface of this festive atmosphere, danger lurks. Leon Czolgosz, a young anarchist disillusioned with capitalism, sees the president as a symbol of oppression. He plots to strike a blow against the establishment. September 6th. A sunny afternoon turns dark. McKinley, known for his approachability, greets visitors in the Temple of Music. Czolgosz steps forward, his hand concealed. 2 shots ring out. McKinley collapses, clutching his stomach. Chaos ensues. Czolgosz is quickly apprehended, but the damage is done. The president initially seems to recover, but infection sets in. 8 days later, McKinley succumbs to his wounds. The nation is plunged into mourning. Czolgosz's motive was rooted in his anarchist beliefs, but what drove him to such extreme violence? And could McKinley's death have been prevented? We'll delve into the disturbing ideology that fueled Czolgosz's act and examine how this tragic event led to significant changes in presidential security measures. The JFK Conspiracy. November 22, 1963. Dallas, Texas. President John F. Kennedy, young, charismatic, and beloved, is on a political trip. The atmosphere is electric as his motorcade glides through the city streets. The sun shines, music plays, and people wave flags. Then, in an instant, everything changes. Shots ring out. The president slumps forward, clutching his throat. The motorcade speeds towards Parkland Hospital, but it's too late. JFK is pronounced dead. The nation is in shock. Within hours, Lee Harvey Oswald, a former Marine with ties to the Soviet Union, is arrested. But doubts linger. Was Oswald acting alone? Or was this part of a larger conspiracy? The JFK assassination is a labyrinth of unanswered questions. Was there a second shooter? Did the mafia or even the government have a hand in it? We'll dissect the evidence, explore the various theories, and try to make sense of this tragic event that continues to haunt America. They survived the bullet. While the stories of Lincoln, Garfield, and McKinley ended in tragedy, not every presidential assassination attempt resulted in death. Two presidents, in particular, faced the assassin's bullet and lived to tell the tale, their stories a testament to resilience, courage, and the fickle finger of fate. 1912, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Former President Theodore Roosevelt is campaigning for a third term. As he prepares to deliver a speech, a would-be assassin fires a bullet into his chest. The bullet pierces his steel eyeglass case and a thick manuscript of his speech, slowing its velocity before lodging in his rib. Incredibly, Roosevelt refuses medical attention, insisting on delivering his speech first. He speaks for over an hour, the bullet still lodged in his chest, before finally allowing doctors to examine him. 1981, President Ronald Reagan is leaving a Washington, D.C. hotel when John Hinckley Jr., a mentally disturbed man obsessed with actress Jodie Foster, opens fire. Reagan is hit in the chest, the bullet narrowly missing his heart. Despite the serious injury, Reagan remains calm and even cracks jokes with the doctors as he's rushed into surgery. He makes a remarkable recovery, returning to his duties within weeks. These stories of survival raise fascinating questions. What drove their attackers? How did these presidents manage to overcome such trauma and continue to lead? And what can their experiences teach us about resilience and the human spirit? The stories of Roosevelt and Reagan remind us that even in the face of extreme danger, the human spirit can triumph. They are a testament to the strength and determination that have shaped the presidency and the nation itself. The assassinations and attempted assassinations of U.S. presidents are a stark reminder of the risks inherent in leadership. They are moments of national tragedy, but also moments that reveal the resilience of the American spirit. They are stories that continue to fascinate, intrigue, and inspire us, reminding us of the fragility of life, the importance of leadership, and the enduring power of hope. And now Donald Trump, the previous U.S. president, has been shot. Check out the next video.